Let's go meet. It's UFC 279, and we're kicking off with absolute slobber knockers, Meat Boy MMA style, and cannot wait for this one. Jay Collier, the prototype, taking on Chris Barnett, aka Huggy Bear Beast Boy, who at 22-8, you know what Beast Boy is trying to do, right? He's coming in there trying to throw those absolute meat slammers, and he's probably hopeful that they land. I mean, this is a dude who will go out there trying to do some crazy kicks, especially at heavyweight, and has some punching power to go with it as well. I mean, you got to believe that if he's somehow to get the nod over Jake Collier, it has to be by some YOLO finish. And in that last fight, we actually had his opponent, Booty the Baddies, Martin Budai, in a meat lock, and he absolutely bodied Huggy Beast Boy throughout the entire contest. But then there was that late controversy towards the end where we were kind of lucky to escape with the Budai win and not the DQ. But nonetheless, he alternates wins and losses. The only win he has was over Jean Vellante. It was that wheel kick, and it was nice, but that's an out-of-the-door Jean Vellante. So what are your thoughts on this one as he takes on Jake Collier, who is another guy who alternates wins and losses? But that most recent loss against Andrei Arlovski, split decision, I mean, you got to approach that as if he won that fight. I know that 14 out of 14 media members picked Arlovski to lose that fight and thought that the prototype had done enough. So there was some interesting scoring on that one for sure, because you have to kind of approach that as if Collier won the fight, right? So he is kind of on a 2-fight win streak. Took out the Vanilla Gorilla Chase Sherman before that. So what are your thoughts? I mean, you might even make an argument that he beat Carlos Boy Felipe. So do you think that this is another absolute dub, easy victory for the prototype, or does Beast Boy Huggy Bear find a way to get that YOLO spinning knockout?
Honestly, yeah, since Jake Collier has moved up to the heavyweight division, he's looked absolutely amazing. I mean, in my opinion, he's on a 4-fight win streak. He does have 2 losses, but like you said, split decision versus Carlos Felipe and Andrei Arlovski, which I had him winning both of those. And I mean, it was a split, so even the judges saw it was a very close fight. But the fact that he went head to head and did that good versus those guys and absolutely demolished the Shermanator, I mean, let's be honest. Chris Barnett is fun. He's funny. He's a great character, great guy. I'm a fan of him. But does he really have the skill? I mean, Jake Collier is no joke. I mean, Andrei Arlovski beats everyone. Let's be honest. Like, who beats Andrei Arlovski? Nobody current days. And I just don't see Chris Barnett being the better fighter for the night. I mean, sure, maybe he could have a spinning wheel kick and get lucky, but I see this being a very, very similar fight like Ben Rothwell. I mean, Jake Collier is just so much bigger, like taller, everything, better grappling. I think he's going to walk up to him with his height advantage, his size advantage, and really pick him up, throw him to the ground, ragdoll him, beat him down, TKO, or a submission. I like this submission, so I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, right. I mean, that submission he got over Chase Sherman was early in the fight, right? First round, and he was sitting around like plus 600, plus 700, maybe even plus 800 for that sub. So there's definitely going to be some juicy beef associated with that Jake Collier prototypical submission, and I don't think it's the craziest thing, right? I mean, you touched on the size difference in this one. 6'3", 79-inch reach versus 5'9", 75. Like, you got to imagine that Collier is just going to impose his will on Beast Boy and likely will take this fight. I can't imagine wherever he wants it to go, right? And you touched on how he moved up to heavyweight. I mean, he is 2-3 at heavyweight, but if you really analyze those losses, right, 2 split decisions where a lot of people thought he won those fights, and then a third loss where he got absolutely smoked by Tom Aspinall. But it's Tom Aspinall who is on the short list of GOATs in the heavyweight division. So I think people are for sure sleeping on Collier. Absolute lock in this one for sure. And if we look over at Tapology, 67% is rolling with the prototype. I was shocked that even 33% was rolling with Barnett. I think this should be closer to like 85-15 personally, because this seems like a no-brainer. But I mean, is there any world where Chris Barnett gets his finish, or is Collier just that big of a lock?
I think Collier's pretty big lock. I mean, it's really hard to sell me on the fact that Chris Barnett is going to come out with another wheel kick KO. Anything can happen. I just don't see it. And if you guys think that's happening, I don't know what to tell you, because he's going to get mauled. Most likely.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way. I'm taking Collier also by finish, whether it's a TKO or a submission. I think I don't know which way I'm leaning. I think he can get either, to be honest with you, but I'm with you. Collier inside of distance, and he might be DC's favorite fighter, Barnett, but he's getting absolutely smoked in this one versus the prototype. So any last thoughts on this one, mate?
No, great fight, great matchup. Throw in the comments who you got. Also, check out the videos. We got meat locks and other breakdowns, and we'll see you in the next one.